pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I will call to order the meeting for the regular school board meeting, February 4th, 2026. All right, item C, approval of agenda public comment offered.
Motion to
Nobody
approve.
signed. All right.
Second.
Motion from Sam, seconded by Diane, to approve the agenda public comment offered. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving on to item 2, administrative reports. Lake Village. Good evening, John.
Good evening. Let's see, February 2nd to the 27th is American Heart Association's Kids Heart Challenge. We're gearing up for our Kids Heart Challenge program to help fight heart disease and stroke. As a Kids Heart Challenge Heart Hero, students will meet with kids that are with special hearts, raise funds for health of all hearts. They'll also get moving with fun activities, learn about keeping their hearts and brains healthy, as well as learning hands-free CPR. Families can register online, and as students complete tasks, they earn incentives. On Tuesday of next week, I'll be attending a training at WVEC called The Most Powerful Strategies for Preventing and Eliminating Chronic Disruptive Behavior in Your K-12 Classroom. This is the first of a 2-day workshop presented by Kevin Dill. My goal is to utilize the learning there to help benefit our MTSS, our tiered systems of support. Valentine's Day parties are next Friday. And Thursday, February 26th is the FFA Animal Showcase for K through 2. We'll be attending with students from Morocco.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next up, item B, Sarah Funk. Good evening, Sarah.
Hi. So January was a little bit of a crazy month. We had some delays and some snow days and things like that. So I think we're all happy that we're to February and it's hopefully warming up a little bit. So this February, we are highlighting students who are showing fairness. So we have an assembly that's going to kick that off, and we're going to be looking to recognize those students. And this week, we are actually celebrating the Great Kindness Challenge. Our counselor, Mrs. Triesenberg, has put that together. And each day, the students have a little challenge that they're trying to complete. So it's just a good way to kind of spread some kindness in the building. So that's been great. We've wrapped up with our NWEA testing and our iLearn Checkpoint 2 testing. We're around the 60 to 65% mark for both math and reading of kids who hit their growth goal. So we're always looking for kids to grow. I think that's important that that's what we're focusing on. So I was excited about that. We have the Newton County Police. They're coming to talk with students about safety on this Friday afternoon. So that's exciting. That's a partnership our PTO put together. And then again, Valentine's Day parties. So the kids are very excited about that. Anytime the elementary we have any sort of holiday, they get excited for parties. So yeah, so that's our February.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item C, Dr. Razor.
All right. Well, as Ms. Funston said, we are happy to be back in school and moving on a regular schedule. And hopefully, Puxatawny Phil was incorrect, and we'll be moving towards spring any day now. The big announcement that I have is invitations have been sent out for February 18th, which is going to be our State of the District luncheon, where we've invited the partners and county officials that we work with to hear about where we've been for the last 12 months and where we're going over the next year to 3 years and the plans we have. So looking really forward to that. Hope to make that an annual event where we share all the great things that we're doing and what our strategic priorities are and how our community can help. Thank you.
Sure. Board reports. Start down here,
I got a
Tyson.
couple. Let me pull this one up. Last weekend, we had 2 wrestlers, freshmen, qualify for regionals. Jake Higgins, his record was 25-6. He finished second at sectionals, and he wrestles in Chesterton, and that'll be the first round of regionals. And then Benny Baratoni, another freshman, he finished fourth at sectionals, and he gets to wrestle someone from New Prairie the first round of regionals. So congratulations to them. If they win their first match at regional, they will qualify for semi-state. So great job, guys. A couple weekends ago, I was in at Casey's, and the manager let me know that the JV and varsity girls basketball team are in there quite a bit, and they are let me find everything where I put it. Very respectful, very kind whenever they come in after or before a game. They're stick together as a group. They're patient. They hold the door for others and are just very good about using their manners. So I want to give a shout out to Coach York, Coach Busboom, and Coach Cahill, and the parents for raising such a wonderful group of young ladies and athletes. So always good to hear from the community that our student athletes are behaving in public and doing good things. So I just wanted to share those two things.
Well, thank you, Tyson. For me, it's nice to hear the positive about, usually on the school board or superintendents or principals, you always hear the bad. So I like hearing good things about our kids. So, Sam, you have anything?
Last week, Tuesday, policy committee meeting met. We went over a bunch of policies, and while we were doing so, we realized we're in like the trickier stage of policies now, where the updates that are coming through, we have to do a little bit more homework as far as now they reference other policies, the newer updates. So now we have to go back and make sure that those policies are also up to date. So that's why for non-action items on the agenda, you've got just a smaller amount of policies for first read. So we're doing some homework on that, and I forgot Mrs. Fox was doing she went back through, I have to respond to your email, but she's got a bunch of it knocked out too. We're starting to work on our unified handbook, also tag teaming that with policies. Yeah, that's about it. I do appreciate whoever is in charge of the high school Facebook page, all the updates that come through, especially like Hanford's donated like a pig heart and stuff like that. It was kind of cool to see that the kids were dissecting all of that stuff. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so shout out to that.
Melissa, you have anything?
No.
Diane?
I just wanted policy. Thank you for everybody continuing to do that work and moving on with that. And then I know I just talked to you about this, but we set the finance committee meeting. You had that meeting set, and it's for February 11th at 5. It's my oldest son's birthday, so I will not be able to be there, but any of the reports send to me, I'll review them, and if we have any questions, but I'm just excited to get that rocking and rolling and moving forward. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. John, do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Tiffany?
Nope.
For me, on the follow-up with what Diane just said, yes, we're going to have our first financial committee meeting for 2026. That'll be at 5. Try to make sure everybody can be there. Apologize, Diane, scheduling for your family thing, but I know how that is. Obviously, I don't
want to stop progress,
no,
so
as I am now, I will
Keep
make sure to
moving.
keep sending you what we're working on. I've been beating up Mike and Patty and Missy a lot for information, so I'm very grateful for that support. Just trying to get a bigger, now that we're done with 2025 and are closing out things, we'll be able to look at things much more productively for 2026. So it'll be our first year of running things through Lao. So I'm very excited about that. Just one thing that to let the public know, obviously we had our fire department from Lake Village do a walkthrough for us. What day was that? Last Thursday. Last Thursday. John and I were able to attend. I'm very grateful for the fire department and Corey for being there to walk through with us. They're going to send us their formal report. There was no major findings, so I'm happy about that. But I look forward to that, to sending it to the public and to the board members once we get that information. So that's all I have for board reports.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got one more quick
Yes,
thing.
ma'am.
When I was at the commissioners meeting the other day, they brought up the appointment to the redevelopment, which was yours, and we had it from our minutes, so they've accepted that. So they were going to send some kind of notice out that they've accepted that for redevelopment, and that will be on there as a non-boarding member.
Yeah, Abby called me and told me
Okay.
that. Thank you. Another board meeting. All right, moving on to the fun stuff. Number 3 recognition of student spotlight. So who would like to go first?
All right. This is Vicente Hernandez, and Vicente is a second grader in Mrs. Bougie's class. You want to hold this? Okay. He just moved into our district and started at Lincoln just 2 months ago. And he's adjusted very well and has made very many friends. He's a student who shines through his kindness and determination and his genuine love for learning. He approaches each day with a positive attitude and willingness to try his best, even when tasks feel challenging. What stands out the most is the way that he treats others. He treats them with respect and patience and quiet leadership that helps our classroom feel more welcoming and supportive. He is a natural pick for the Student Spotlight because he consistently models the quality that we hope to see in all of our Lincoln students. I'm just proud to have him. I know it's hard being a new student, so he's really set that bar high. So I'm so happy he's at Lincoln with us. So we're gonna take a picture.
She had the sore rib.
Oh, we don't have to. I'll call you over.
Okay,
Audrey?
this is Audrey Zabelka. Her teacher, Mrs. Burbig, wrote this for her. Audrey is an incredible role model in the classroom. She always does the right thing, even if others around her aren't. Audrey regularly participates in class and always tries her hardest, even when things get challenging. She's able to get along with and work with anyone and everyone. Audrey shows fantastic integrity, and I can always count on her kindness, honesty, and responsibility. It's a pleasure to teach Audrey. I'm so proud of her, how she's done so far in 4th grade. I have no doubt that she'll continue to make myself and others proud.
Staff spotlights.
Yes, we additionally have a staff spotlight this evening. Tonight's staff spotlight is Hannah Gold.
How much did you try to pay him, Hannah, not to do this?
Hannah has quickly become an integral part of the central office staff, making an impact that far exceeds her time in the role. With only limited initial training, she jumped in with confidence and determination, taking ownership of her responsibilities and helping others with theirs. Continuously finding ways to improve processes and outcomes, Hannah doesn't just complete tasks, she digs deep, conducts thorough research, consistently brings forward well-thought-out information and solutions that support the entire team. She is dependable, proactive, and incredibly resourceful, often anticipating needs before they arise. Her willingness to step in wherever she's needed, combined with her positive attitude and strong work ethic, make her a true pleasure to work with. Hannah's professionalism, adaptability, and collaborative spirit help keep the office running smoothly day in and day out. Simply put, Hannah is someone the office couldn't function without. Her contributions may often happen behind the scenes, but their impact is felt by everyone. We're incredibly fortunate to have her as a part of the central office team, and she is more than deserving of the recognition in the staff spotlight. Congratulations.
I think I'd seen her change 3 shades of red when you were well deserved. Thank you. At this point, for the parents, this is, if you want to leave, you can, but we're going to continue on with the meeting. You're more than welcome to stay. We just always give you guys a chance to get out of here if you want to listen to the long
Do
drawn
your
out school
bedtime
work.
routines.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
We're proud of you kids.
Good job.
And the principal stuff.
They have their bedtime routines
Yeah.
too.
All right, moving on down to item 4, non-action items. We have the Unified Handbook, which Sam just spoke of, so I'm assuming that's just still continuation of work. And then we have the first reading of policy 6140, new policy number 6144, a technical correction. Policy first read of 6250, revised policy. First read on policy 8420, revised policy, and then we also have of, coach volunteer Jason Barnhart, is that correct?
Mhm.
Do Mike or any of the policy ladies you've already discussed this, nothing other than just regular
No.
stuff? Good to go?
No, just to give everybody a heads up though, the 6140, it's about depository agreements, which means that we could open up like Venmo, PayPal, all that fun stuff and start taking
Yeah.
like online payments.
And
gonna-
at the concession stands.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that
correct.
going to
Yeah.
tie us into the concession stand? Because remember, my first meeting, Tyson, or second, when Bethany Busboom came and asked us to put in the ability for concessions to be able to buy stuff, and I was like, if our IT guys would set up the Wi-Fi, that would be pretty straightforward. If you set it up, then you guys can do your purchases.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll help us.
Yeah, it's a
And
brand
one of
new,
the
it's a
other- the
brand
other-
new.
It just makes
policy.
sense because
Yeah.
we lose so much money.
The other contingency in this policy is every 5 years we review it.
Yeah.
So, we make sure that we're staying current.
Perfect.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
No, that.
Yeah.
It helps the boosters, it helps the school, it helps everything being able to, because nowadays parents and people don't bring cash, or they forget to bring cash, and it's the only way to get stuff. So great. Anything else on those non-action? You guys are good with that?
8420 was emergency preparedness plans and drills. Let's see,
And I think we
We did recommend, the administration recommended we do a fall and spring intruder drill instead of just one per year.
Is that going to incorporate what we're talking to the fire department? You weren't there. How many times do we do the fire?
No,
Fire drill
fire just once
monthly.
a month.
That's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that part of this policy?
No,
that's different.
Well, I
This
think it
is-
might
it may be in the
It
policy
might
and state
be.
law though too.
Yeah.
That we do.
But
it.
it-
They were talking about that in the
The big one was the intruder drill and how you're supposed to do it within the
Okay.
first 90 days of the school year starting, at least one, and then you can truly do as many as you want. But we talked about one in the spring, or like one in first semester, one in second semester.
Within 45 days of the second semester.
Yeah.
The discussion, the recommendation was because you could get new students, new teachers, everybody knows, so that it's happening twice a year instead of once.
Yeah.
Does this incorporate the like tornado or any of
Those
the?
are all regulated separately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, good.
Yeah. And then there was a bunch, like I said in my update, that there's a bunch that were on hold because a lot of it has to deal with cross referencing
AI.
for AI,
AI, social
technology,
media.
and
Yep.
social media, all of the fun stuff.
Perfect. Anything else on the non-action items?
No.
Excellent. Moving on down to the consent agenda, there's no comment signups. All right. Executive session board minutes from January 1st, 2026, item A. Item B, regular board meeting minutes of January 21st, 2026. Finance board committee meeting from January 21st, 2026. Item D, amend regular board meeting minutes from November 5th, 2025. We have our financial claims and reports. And then on our ECA purchase request. Also, just so the board knows, financial claims reports, maybe you didn't see that, but I had Patty last meeting. She's gonna start putting our monthly financial reports that we all worked on to get stuff, so you'll see those, not just the claims in there once a month, so that we can see the running balances of our accounts, fund items, line items. That way also we put it so the public can see that as well. So just to make sure everybody's transparent on that, so they know
Thank
what
you,
to look
Patty.
for. Oh, she loves it every time I say, put another report out here. Tyson, you seen anything on these claims?
I had a question unless
Go ahead,
somebody else does. And I'm sorry I didn't get to this earlier. I just wanted to make sure or question the one for Rose Lawn Electric, not that I don't want it to happen, but is that because we're replacing the LED lights, Dr. Mike? It's Rose Lawn Electric for the high school gym, weight room, wrestling,
Yeah, that's
area
the LED
lighting. Is
lights.
that the LED?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just the claim.
Was
Okay.
that part of the
I-
original? like
Yeah, that was
saying
part- that was phase one.
$18,000 or whatever?
Yeah.
I thought maybe, but I just wanted to make sure.
And the amendment to the minutes was, we noticed during our policy meeting that we looked back to see when something was approved and some of the policy approvals had been omitted from the minutes. So we wanted to make sure they were on there.
We wanted to correct that.
I was literally about ready to ask you, Patty, why is the payroll 50,000 more than last month, and you just.
And she already put it. She already put it in
You knew
there.
I'd ask that
She
question.
already had it.
And just so everybody knows on this part for the finance committee that I've been working and sending to the committee, and also Patty giving us and Mike, all of these vendor breakdowns we have for all of 2025, what we've expended. So we're going to put together, hopefully after our meetings and everything, I will be providing the committee's help and Patty's help a breakdown of what we spent on all of these vendors and what these vendors are. So that point, I'm hoping the seasoned board members that have been here a while can say, hey, why do we still have this program? Or we're paying twice for X, Y, and Z. So that's the part of questions that you guys will be beneficial to look through these old payments.
Make sure we're not
Right. It's kind of like the credit card mindset.
duplicating
You have
services.
a Netflix account and you don't use it anymore, and 3 years later you realize you're still paying for it.
Yeah.
So thank you to Patty. I've already broken that down. I'm going to get that once the committee goes through it and we get everything ironed out. I'm going to submit it to you guys so that hopefully you all can find some stuff in there that we can do it up. So it just reminded me of all these. I've looked at them. Anything else on the plans you guys have, or?
Do we need a motion to
No,
accept the
we have
consent
not.
agenda or?
Yeah, we need a motion. I'll
Right.
motion to approve. The whole consent agenda is.
I'll second that. Yes. Motion from Sam, seconded by me, to approve items A, B, C, D, and F, correct?
Yes.
That's what my second is. Discussions. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries.
I'm abstaining.
I'm sorry,
for the,
Tyson abstained. Thank
For
you,
the
Tyson.
Keystone claim of 490137.
Thank you, Tyson. Moving on to item donations. Accept the donations from Casey General Store of $500 towards student concessions. Is that what the only donation we have?
Motion to approve the donations from Casey's for $500 towards student concessions.
Second. I'm sorry, I'll let you take it, Tyson,
I
because
was-
you gave the update on them, so you take that.
He did, he did.
You take it.
Tyson seconded. All right. Motion from Sam, seconded by Tyson to approve the donations from Casey's for $500. Where did that say that was going to?
Student concessions.
Okay,
Student concessions.
Thank you. Any other discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to personnel reports, public comments. There are no public comments signed up. First item is personnel report. What do we have in
Support staff personnel.
there? Is it just the,
Routine support staff.
okay.
Yep.
We're replacing,
Got it.
thank you. No new positions here?
No.
Nope.
Just replacing ones that we had?
Yep.
Then we also have the coaches, mentor Barb Lasco, Lake Village Student Council Nicole
Renfus.
Reinfus, thank you.
Are you doing those all as one, or are you doing?
Yeah, there's
single?
one.
It's up to you guys how you want to do it.
Well, because 7A is the personnel report, so we probably need
I would
to.
do the personnel report first.
Approve
And then we can do the rest of them as is or together. Actually individual, because we're voting on these, because it gives every board member the right. I don't want to box a board member and saying nay to one of these board coaches' choices because they have an opinion. So, personnel report, is there a motion for that?
Motion to approve the personnel report.
I'll second.
Motion by Sam, seconded by Melissa to approve the personnel report. And that is hiring custodial, special needs, bus driver, an aide. And that's it, Mike?
Yep.
Thank you. Any other discussion on the personnel report? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, first one on coaches. We have mentor Barb Velasco. What sport's that for, Mike?
It's a teacher mentor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an
I'm sorry.
ECA type of extra
ECA.
That's
stuff.
the one that was left off
Last time, but it was,
Yes.
she had already
She has
completed it.
completed, yeah, she's completed it, but just staying with our protocol.
Yep, no, I'll make a motion to approve Barb Velasco as our
Second.
mentor. Did you do that, Diane?
Second.
Thank you. Motion from Michael, second from Diane Ganzi to approve mentor Barb Velasco. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Next one is Lake Village Student Council, Nicole Renfus.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion from Sam, approved by, seconded by Diane, sorry. Any other discussions? All those in favor, raise your hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Junior high assistant track coach, Josie Zacher, right?
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion from Sam, seconded by Diane, I'm sorry,
Melissa.
Melissa, she, Pete. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Next one is the junior varsity softball coach, Jamie, I'm gonna butcher that. Zetas. As the softball coach for JV.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Diane, seconded by Sam to approve Jamie Zetas as our softball coach. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Next one is the assistant track coach, Jonathan Ewing.
All motion.
Second.
Motion from Melissa, seconded from Sam to approve Jonathan Ewing as our assistant boys track coach. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Varsity girls track head coach, Chloe Vanderwall.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Sam, seconded by Diane to approve Chloe Vanderwall as our varsity girls track head coach. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Next one's varsity girls track assistant coach, Gracie Stevens. Did I get that right?
Yep.
All motion.
Second.
Melissa Dyer made the motion, seconded by Sam to approve Gracie Stevens as our varsity girls track assistant coach. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Junior high track head coach, Steve Lockmiller, right? Lockmiller.
Lockmiller. Move to approve.
Second.
Ganzi.
Look at you getting in there.
Tyson.
I'm getting it.
Each on the buzzer.
He did. A motion from Diane, seconded by Tyson to approve the junior high track head coach, Steve Lockmiller. Discussions. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Varsity assistant baseball coach, Curtis Hollis
Benny.
Finney.
Move to approve.
Second.
Tyson. Seconded by Sam. The varsity assistant baseball coach, Curtis Hollis Finney. Discussions. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Junior varsity baseball coach, the man never stops coaching, Bob Gonzi.
Motion to approve.
I'll second it. I'll take that one. Good coach. I got that one, Tyson. And it goes. All right. Motion from Sam, seconded by Michael, to approve Bob Gonzi as junior varsity baseball coach. I swear he's going to coach till he dies. Discussions. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed or abstaining? Thank you. Diane abstained to that.
Yes.
I'm just making sure she gets that in there. Personnel, volunteer baseball coach, Alan
Binge.
Benj.
Move to approve.
Second. Okay, I'll let Diane have it.
Nancy Bridgman, Diane Gonzi. Volunteer baseball coach, Alan Benj. Discussion. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. 5th and 6th grade Lincoln girls basketball, Cheyenne Cahill, right?
Yep. Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Motion from Sam, seconded by Melissa to approve 5th and 6th grade Lincoln girls basketball, Cheyenne Cahill. Discussions. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Last one, personnel for junior high basketball team, Byron Stevens.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Is that Melissa?
Yep.
Melissa Dyer. Motion by Sam, seconded by Melissa to approve the junior high girls basketball coach, Byron Stevens. Discussion. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all for that. And that was tedious and time consuming, but Diane would have had to abstain to all of them. We did it in a bulk, and I appreciate it.
Or I would have just said I'm abstaining from Bob
It
and
works
nobody
better
else's.
for
So
everybody.
yeah.
All right, so moving on to item 8, action item
Yeah,
public
my
comment. There are none. For
There's always-
item A, we have second read of policy 6111, policy 6154 is item B. Item C is policy 7430. Item D is policy 7440.01. Item E is policy 8405. Item F is second read on policy 8451. Item G is policy 8540. H is policy 8640. I is policy 9150. J is policy 9160. We also have the bus replacement plan that we all reviewed and Mr. Clemens gave to us in a brief last meeting in the superintendent. We also have item L is additional board committee resolutions. We also have item B is the adult education board appointment. And item N is the regional water sewer district contract. So if we want to do items A through J,
Okay, together.
get those done.
I'll make a motion to approve items A through J.
I'll second.
All right, motion from Tyson, seconded by Sam, to approve items A through J, which are the second read of the policy so forth discussions. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, motion carries. All right, busment replacement plan. Yeah, go over that again.
These are the buses that we recommended
What
last
was the
time.
dollar amount we were gonna spend on this?
Dave, we're at 400 total.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's coming out of your year-end bonus,
200, 300, 438,000.
438.
438,000. And I did have a board member ask me the question of when do we pay? We pay upon delivery.
Bond delivery,
So-
thank you.
We're not out 400 and some thousand
So
dollars.
Dave,
waiting
once
for
we
buses.
approve this, when do you expect to be able to order these?
The class, tomorrow morning.
Okay,
And just
Like, I wanna get it before 8 o'clock. I'm ready.
Okay then.
The Class A that does not have the lift in it, they have one on hand. We could possibly take that within 2 months
nice,
of delivery on that.
very good.
The others would be approximately 4 to 6 months out.
Okay.
To get there.
All right, so you'll take care of that tomorrow if it gets approved tonight?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Any other discussion on the bus replacement? I'll make a motion to approve the bus replacement as presented.
I'll second.
Motion from Michael, second from Tyson to approve the bus plan of 438,000, correct? Is that what you said?
Well, that was a rough estimate.
Okay.
I just kind of added everything in my head
That's
real
fine.
quick. Probably actually closer to 439.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will give the
Don't put
exact
that-
number then, yes, yes.
Don't put
We'll
that-
go off of whatever was submitted.
Don't put numbers on that paper.
Any other discussion on the bus replacement for the board members? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, motion carries. Additional board committees, we have put together, which we discussed at our last meetings, there it is, thank you. So the first one we have is the, oh great.
IT
we did that,
committee.
IT committee. The IT committee, with 3 board members, and we're looking to bring, obviously, superintendents with all of our committees, and having some of our administrators in those committees, because they're the ones in the front lines, go through and review our technology and come back to the full board with recommendations of what we come from on these committees. Does anybody have any interest? I know that I've been asked to do that. I will do that this year, but does anybody else have interest in doing the committee with me? Tyson? No.
I'm not an IT guy.
I'll get on the IT with you.
You getting?
She's just being quiet.
I gotta ask Becky, but
I would.
Tiffany, you
You
wanna get
won't
on
want
there
me
with
on
me?
the IT committee.
But what do you mean like IT? Like I can do like social media stuff, like the background of that. But as far as like looking, like
This would be like our facilities committee for infrastructure but it could be instructional technology. One thing, and I don't want to speak out of turn, 3 board members is the max.
Right.
But we're putting together basically a board IT committee with other district representatives as well.
Correct.
So we can get by with 2, but we would welcome.
Correct. Because it makes it easier for me personally. Obviously, finance committee, 3 of us, we can make some meetings, we can't make some meetings. The 3 of you and your
Policy.
other committees can make sense. Tyson and me and John and the other ones, we can make
Yep.
meetings, we can't. Having 3 on there just by statute can't anymore, but it
Yeah.
makes it so that if somebody can't make it, great. For me, the IT committee is like it says in here, it just goes through the technology plan, listens to other administrators coming to us and saying, hey, how about this software? Because that's what I see in my profession. And Terry's not here, but his, staff is, when you work with your employees and your people and ask them questions, they hear and see things. They go to conferences, they do this, they do that. They come back with ideas, and then the committee can listen and present it to the IT guys, talk about stuff, figure out the financial part of it. It's just a great way to have an open conversation of your needs, your don't needs, because sometimes a lot of companies, they'll go out and buy something, but they didn't ask the other half of the department or the other half of the company, and they find out you spent $400,000 on something you didn't need to do. So that's all it is. It's just listening to other people present things. So
Or you can help with the Facebook portion of it.
Well, I don't even like,
We've
no,
needed that.
Deborah's got that like taken care of. As far as digital learning tools, I mean, that's something as far as, are we talking like the different softwares and programs?
Yep.
kids
Could be
use?
software programs, could be hardware, yeah.
well, like, your kids, you got your kids. What's
Yeah.
good for them? Tablets? Is it good this? Or is it, just questions like
I
that.
wouldn't say it's a great thing for them.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, they
So
keep
you're-
their attention. I can do that.
All right.
yes,
So I'll
I
make
can
a
do that.
motion for myself. Melissa, you said you do it?
Yeah, I will.
And Sam to be on this committee. You all accept that nominations?
Yes.
I do, you do.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Discussions? All those in favor of those three on
You
that
need a
committee?
second?
Yeah,
Who
you-
I'm
seconded
sorry,
that?
I thought she did. I'm my
I'll second it,
Diane said, sorry. All right,
unless you
Diane
wanted to,
seconded.
Tiffany, sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
jumped in there, sorry.
Just
That's
trying to
the
stop
IT
him
committee.
from
I'm still trying to figure out.
John, we're not putting you on it.
Good.
going.
I'll take
He
notes.
would say, give me a hammer. All
Take
right, so
notes.
there's a motion and a second by Diane, correct?
Mhm.
Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, motion carries. All right, so that's that one. Mike, we can sign up on that one later. The next one is
Public relations.
public relations. This is one that our superintendent recommended to us when we were doing our, what's that called, Diane, our strategic
Strategic
planning.
plan.
planning. Mike, do you want to go over this committee's, your brain trust ideas of?
Yeah, this does tie in a little bit potentially with social media as well, but what are we putting out? What community organizations do we need to be partnering with? And helping us tell our story too, making sure that we're getting in front of the right people. The state of the district being kind of the first prong of this, but then building out from that. And again, making sure that we're reaching out to all of our constituents, not the same ones over and over again.
Does anybody have any interest in this? I know I personally do.
And when you mean by reaching out, what exactly do you mean? Like, we're not holding like public meetings?
No,
Okay.
just who are we interfacing with?
Like this whole
State of the
Union
district.
is a perfect example.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
like that type of thing. Making sure that we're doing those kind of things, giving suggestions, and then
Facebook page, making sure.
just like I said,
Yeah.
giving feedback on what you're hearing in the community as well. Like,
Giving information to the newspaper.
yeah, because the thing that we say in the classroom now is just because you teach it didn't mean they learned it. It's just because you're saying it doesn't mean that it's resonating. Is there a certain group we need to talk to? We need to hammer more on a certain thing, that type of thing.
And again, this will have 3 board members if the 3 want to fill it: superintendent, appropriate administrative staff, and next officials.
Yeah.
Like I said, bringing in, other community organizations, and meeting with this. It's kind of like Diane, the, Chamber of Commerce, but on the school side of things. So, anybody have interest in this? I think Diane would be perfect for you on this one. I know.
If it's working in the capacity of getting good PR out and working with Dr. Mike to continue to get things rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
But I'm not interested in doing any public forums and meetings, just so you know. I'm just saying.
I draw
No
the line
thanks.
at that.
Tiffany, will you?
I will do it, yes.
Good. And Melissa? None of the guys are over here like, no, we don't want to do
I
it.
think you'd be great at it.
Yeah, throw me in there.
Yeah, throw him in there.
You
Let
want
Tyson have it.
let Tyson have it? All right. So that was Diane,
He can talk about it.
Tyson, and Tiffany.
So
Perfect.
fertilizer. So.
Got a motion from
Doesn't
you?
matter.
I'll motion.
I'll second it.
All right,
There you
you
go.
guys accept those nominations, Tiffany?
Yes.
Diane, yes. Tyson?
My name ain't on
Nobody
it.
holding the gun to you, right? You're
We're gonna
accepting.
get you on one board.
All right, so for that committee will be Tyson, Tiffany, and Diane. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, motion carries. Excellent. All right, next one is the athletic committee. This again, Mike, go over this, just put together for
Yeah.
helping out our athletes, meeting with people.
Yeah, the offerings that we have,
standardization.
the standards that we believe in for athletics, the expectations we have for our coaches, working with athletic director, but then even the offerings we have at the elementary level, or if there are new sports, because you will have from time to time students come together or a parent come together and go, we'd really like to start a water polo team, looking at what that would cost, looking at what kind of participation would you have, how could it impact, because one of the things you do even see at bigger schools is they get really excited about introducing a new sport, and then all of a sudden there's not enough kids to go out for tennis.
Well, and it's also ties into like the athletic,
Yeah.
putting a turf field in.
Yeah, the athletic facilities that we have, fundraisers that we could put together, working hand in hand with boosters, but again, kind of a, more from a board and governance standpoint around those types of things.
Now, and again, it's a 3-member standing advisory to the full board. I think Melissa, you'd be good on it because you have kids in sports. Tyson, you interested in this?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to do this? I have kids, Tiffany.
I would do it.
I think Tiffany would be good because she was
Anybody
on
else
the
wanna
booster
do it?
club for a long
I don't.
time.
I don't want to do it.
And I think her experience would help.
I think you guys with kids and been around long enough would be good for you three. Anybody have any? John, you want to do it?
No.
I heard John say yes.
No.
We're
John
gonna
said
put
twice.
John on something.
No.
We only got one left. Come on, John.
He gets to do this last. The adult
You're only-
education.
you're only a-
All right,
Oh,
so
are you doing
anybody
that?
want to make that motion? I'll make the motion to, it would be Melissa, Tiffany, and Tyson on the athletic committee, correct?
Mhm.
Is there a second to that?
I'll second.
All right, seconded. Motion by Michael, seconded by Sam for the committee of athletics with Melissa, Tyson, and Tiffany. Discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Good luck on that one. Let's see, academic, this is the one we threw together last, this is the good one. John, you definitely should be on this one. Mike, take it away.
Again, this is checking in with principals, but the things I really see the academic committee doing are looking at offerings that we have, the developmental preschool being the big thing, but then also our career and technical offerings as we look at those, because those are costly. You are reimbursed, but they are costly to set up. So it's kind of a lot like you don't think of academics and athletics being kind of mirror type of things, but a lot like that. What are the standards we're setting? What are the expectations we have? And really getting this committee being kind of the experts in the things that we're doing, because you learn a kind of a highlight reel from our principals when they're here, but this, meeting, whether it be monthly or bi-monthly, kind of taking a deep dive into the things we're trying to do, so you have a handful of board members who really understand deeply what we're doing in academics.
So for me, I think this ties into, I think Sam, Diane, and Melissa, Tyson talked about in the past, like CTE programs, right?
Yes.
Helping get that stuff kicked off. Two, the question I always asked, and one of the board members told me previously, but we set, like what we're teaching the kids, like a curriculum.
Yeah, you approve it.
This would, I think, go through something like this, right, to figure out what, we're teaching the kids. So I think it's great to have that committee.
And this
Anybody
goes
have-
back to the strategic plan
Yeah, it goes back to that.
you recommended.
I mean, the only reason I'd be interested is because of the CT. The rest of it, I don't know anything about. I just am very adamant about getting our CTs as fired up as much as we possibly can around
Well,
here.
education is ever changing.
Yes, and so
So it's hard to keep up with. And I'll volunteer for it.
so I will, if everybody's fine with that. Anybody else want to get on this? I think
I would volunteer, but if somebody else wants it, then they can
John.
have it.
John said no. So me, Diane, and Tyson. And is that good?
Again, unless somebody else, somebody else.
You want to?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
So Michael, Tyson, and Diane on this academic committee. That's my motion. Is there a second to that?
Second.
Seconded by Melissa. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion carries. All right,
I
so,
think the only thing I want to say again, 'cause I said this at the last meeting to reiterate this is not because the board wants to micromanage the day-to-day operations of anything that's going on. It's working in conjunction with administrators, the superintendent working in conjunction with the strategic plan. Just, we don't want to fall into that trap again.
Correct.
Yeah, and if I can speak to that one more time, kind of just to reiterate that point, these board meetings would be 5 hours long. If we did a deep dive into every area and everything that we concentrate on, this gives us the opportunity to meet with the committees and kind of, have a handful, like I said, of board members that are experts in a way in the things that we're doing that then can relay as similar to the policy committee like we're doing right now, that can relay things or give guidance on these matters.
and on top of that, 100% in the context specifically like collective bargaining, we were doing all that stuff. When we were doing the financial committee stuff, we get together, we try to work out as much as we can with what the board wants done as far as we can, that we bring back a full presentation of what we've done and worked through. It's the same philosophy. It just streamlines things, takes 7 or 8 days worth of work and consolidates it in a half-hour presentation.
Yeah.
That's the whole benefit of this. Excellent. The adult education board appointment. This is the county board. I was notified by the county auditor. We had it on last meeting as a non-action. This is a appointment for the educational board. It could be elected official or it could be its constituent. Has anybody got any recommendations? If we obviously don't have any right this moment.
Was there any volunteers from the last meeting that we talked about?
No.
Did anybody send anything in that said they wanted to do it?
Yeah, typically, and I'm sorry about that because you're right, because typically on the county level, we tell all of us, hey, go find somebody to be on this board or step up and volunteer to be on this board. I did not say that last meeting. It does not need to be filled today, but any of you elected officials want to be on this committee? Because there are other elected officials on it. I personally do not. You guys know Tim Moore. He's the chairman of that
I do
committee.
know Tim.
Used to be council guy. Who's on
Great
there
guy.
forever. Great guy. So they meet. I talked to Abby and Tammy. I think they meet once a quarter and discuss, what they can provide for adult education. So if none of you all, anybody want to be on it? If not, then we'll find somebody.
Kathy. He's trying to volunteer.
She's telling me not to do it.
You want to do it?
Nope.
He's like, go ahead, I don't care what you do.
Tyson?
No, I'm not interested.
Pam? No? Melissa?
I'm bored it out, I told
Okay,
you.
I'm bored
Not
out.
at this time.
Tiffany?
No.
All right. So can you, in the meantime, as board members, can you go find somebody? I personally would hope we could get a teacher because it's adult ed. And they can go in and maybe offer, it's just helping the
I have a
education.
retired teacher in my head.
And we just
be a board member.
did stuff in our collective bargaining that we will allow our teachers to go to county meetings, so.
I think Pat Reyes, reach out to her. I think
That
she'd
would
be
be
good
fine.
for it.
Reach out to her, or if you want to send some out to the current staff, if there's anybody there too. So whichever, but yeah.
Yeah, we can say something to the staff that we're looking for an appointment to
We'll
the.
just keep it on the agenda, and if we get any recommendations, Mike, or if any board member, anybody that, they have to live within Newton County, they have to be a resident, so.
Do we have to vote to table this so it stays on here?
You can make a motion to table, or I'll just re-add it, but go either way.
I'll make a vote to table it, a motion to table it and keep it on for next meeting.
I will second that. Motion to table the adult education board appointment. Discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, motion carries. Regional Water and Sewer District contract, Tyson and Mike, if you want to go through that for us. We had the meeting today.
Number two.
Sure, I'll add whatever
Okay.
you might forget maybe.
Sure. So we had the meeting this afternoon right before this meeting, and the Regional Sewer and Water District has agreed to partner with us to replace MCO, who is no longer going to be servicing our contract. This initial contract is almost an exact mirror of the contract we had with MCO for essentially the exact same price for this year as well. We do forecast in future years that the price could go down. This is just really right off the bat hedging the bet as they're taking this over, as well as taking over the town of Morocco's services as well, because MCO serviced those. Anything else, Tyson?
Yeah, it'll give them an opportunity to do the work for the first 6 months, 12 months, see what all it entails, and then come back and say, hey, we could actually do it cheaper or whatever. So this covers them, covers us. It's an honest assessment between both parties, you know, because they don't really know they know what they're getting into, but not to the full extent. I know, what's his name? Cole Bassett. He think he's been doing this for a long time.
He used to be the town of Morocco operator.
Smart guy, knows what he's doing. He seems to be more than willing to take this on. I do believe there was some discussion that they would probably add an employee because they are adding Morocco and North Newton, the 3 schools. So that'll be a part of that contract, but
will it affect the price that we're looking at in this one?
not at this time.
Not right now.
So because he did say tonight that it was Lake Village a few times a week, and the high school and Lincoln would be 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to figure out, like I said, what it all entails, but they're going to go with this contract and follow it and see at the
Were
end
you
of
able
it
to make
what-
the meeting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what we're looking at here is, like I said, basically the same thing. I know Todd's had time to review it too. And I think what Todd has suggested, correct me if I'm wrong, him and Chris, their lawyer, will get together, and as long as there's nothing goofy on there, if we approve it tonight, then I think they take it over on Monday.
Yeah, I believe the idea was, I was gonna look at it a little bit more in depth. I've reviewed it pretty quickly. I've worked on projects with Christian in the past, and I'm gonna get in touch with him tomorrow afternoon at some point. And I think the motion you're gonna ask for is to go ahead and execute, contingent upon me getting a hold of Dr. Razor or whoever.
Yeah.
And saying, yeah, we talked, everything's good, or we changed this, we changed that. I don't foresee any material changes. That's the only thing they were concerned about.
Okay.
So you would need to vote on that, as well as to authorize somebody on behalf of the board to execute the thing. I don't know if that's Dr. Razor usually.
Well, I can come sign it with you if we need
Yeah.
to. So for me, it's, to be transparent, it's 68,000,
Yes.
what they're asking. Which differed from what Patty had sent me, but it's 68,000 in the numbers here. It's $5,666.66 per month. Like they said, it's for the first 6 months to 12 months. The Regional Water District is a government entity, so they have stated that they will review, and if it costs less, they'll come back. If it costs more, they'll come back.
So on page 4 on here, it says $50,000.
So far.
So is there something else that I'm missing?
I think I know what you mean.
Is that like a base thing and then there's other stuff on top
That's
of
a
it?
termination clause,
Something
Okay.
about
I believe is what you're looking
Okay,
Yeah.
determine it. Okay, sorry. Yep.
at. The actual compensation's under a different.
yeah, it's on page 9.
Page 9.
Yep.
Oh, yep, I see it. Thank you.
And then like Tyson said to Mike, the facilities, they will have to be on site to do stuff and maintain things. They will have, I think, MCO shadow us for a week. Is what we
Yes,
discussed.
Randy said that the first week it would be kind of a passing of the torch. So Cole would be with Randy for a week so that he could learn the ropes.
We would have an overlap of payments. We would still be paying MCO for a week, and we would pay the new contract, which you all agree.
Yeah, as it
We thought it was
expires. Yeah.
Probably
I think
in our
that's-
best interest to do that.
I think that's money well spent by us.
Want to make sure everybody, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do we know what that cost is per week for
Whatever,
MCO?
it's $55,660 per month, so we gotta divide it,
Okay,
yeah.
so we just know approximately for transparency,
Yeah,
which we
just so
talked
that
about, so
the
people know. But
treasurer
yeah, I mean,
knows.
you gotta have the training so it's done correctly.
And they said it would be Randy, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
correct.
And he needs to be the town of Morocco operator. So
Yeah, and
go
then
first.
the last part of it was they are going to coordinate with their chain of command and with Mike and Corey to make sure we have a good communication in case there's any emergencies. Well, water
What's
issues.
the protocol for getting called out
So they'll
if
make
it's
sure we
after
get all
hours?
that. So it looks like everything is on the up and up. So whoever makes the motion, because I'm gonna abstain because I'm on the other board, I would recommend, like Todd said, the motion approve pending the review of our attorneys the district is doing the same. That's their motion was approving their attorney's review. And then once we're done, execute, because they're not gonna start work until we execute ours. So they won't cover us. So they're hoping we can get this done by Friday.
Yeah.
Is why Todd's gonna call tomorrow. So then they'll take over, like Todd said, or Tyson said Monday, right? Okay. So that's,
I have a question for you guys and for Todd though. Because we're in flux with the town of Morocco switching to, they're not listed in this because it's always been known that they're with MCO. Do we need to put something or have something that the town of Morocco has contracted with them to know that they're covering Morocco Elementary, just so we know that we're covered for the town because they're switching to? Do we need to have something in the minutes or
I'm not
anything
sure
or not?
exactly understood, but there's two separate, they're dealing with the town separately.
Right.
than this.
But because the town will take care of here. So because they're switching from MCO to this as well, do we need to have something on file that
So
says
I,
that?
I can answer. So the town of Morocco, we're on, I'm gonna use the term that we use in Southern Indiana. We're on city water here
Mhm.
and on city sewer
Yes,
in Morocco.
right. But because they're switching from MCO to this, do we need to have
But
something
we
in our
don't,
minutes?
so we wouldn't do anything to the water here since it's on city water and city sewer.
It's normal utilities for the.
That's a utility
Just knowing that,
type
okay.
of thing, yeah.
I was just asking because they're in flux too. They've always been MCO and I just wanted to make
oh, that's a
sure
good point.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, but yeah, we're already paying
No,
for
we're-
that
yeah,
through
for-
our
yes, for
utility
everything
service.
else. Okay,
Was it Nikki? Is that who was there?
Yeah.
I told her, I said, we're doing this, both will get a discount for our water.
yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the contract with the Regional Water and Sewer District on contingent that Mr. Sammons does not find anything that would not protect the school corporation.
I'll second that.
Motion from Tyson, seconded by Diane for the execution of the contract that the president and the superintendent will sign off on. Once the attorneys reach back to us and let us know that the contract is in good standing. Any other discussion? We're hoping to have this done by Friday, Todd, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Mike, can we just scan it, send it to you, and then send it back?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Can you make sure the signature line has both of us on there?
I think there's two signatures on it, or those, there are two signature lines, that's why we signed.
Yeah.
Perfect. Any other discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand.
It has two signatures, yep.
I'm sorry, I'm abstaining. Opposed? I'm abstaining. Did you get that, Deborah? Sorry. I'm on that other board, so I abstain from their vote as well. All right, good. I'm hoping that works out. I think it'll be a good cost savings. I like having another municipality district taking care of our stuff, so I'm very excited. Public comment, we have none, right? All right. That's it. Anything else for the board? You guys have Tiffany, John, Diane, Sam, Melissa?
Covered everything. Good.
All right.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
A motion. Second.
Motion from Melissa, seconded by Diane, right?
Yes.
To adjourn, discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, motion carried.